Hey there, team, and welcome to something. Oh god, yeah, 50, that's exactly what I want. I want a 54,000 frame now for this one. So, welcome to everybody's favorite time of year. And well, yeah, Happy New Year, I guess. As we jump into this one. Now, this battle was actually played back in March. I didn't realize it was that long ago. Yeah, hell of a long time ago that we had this one, but shouldn't be too bad. We've got Rhun as 4 armies of Rhun against 4 armies of Kant in a kind of, well, a nice siege scenario with a good bit of scuffling on the outside and a lot of scuffling on the inside. Now, I think this battle did end up being played again after this, as is always the case. I'm always the tested guy. I jump in for the battle when we don't do it right, and then it gets done properly, and then it goes up again. But anyway, sorry. So, no frustration. This was fun. So, of course, for New Year's, have a drink, blah blah, and I'll be bedding up throughout this. I'm wondering if I have enough to get through 54,000 frames. Maybe I've got a full glass and then I've got half of that bottle. So fingers crossed, all will be well. If not, I will disappear very quickly. But yeah, so 4 Runic armies and some Dragon's Breath cannons, which we don't actually see all that much anymore. So yeah, should be nice. We've got the Maven here to my right. She's got his Camel Shadow Guard there, Dragon's Breath Artillery Crew, I'm picking, of course, the artillery piece. Gamprim and the Guildsmen, goodness me, very shiny in the desert sun. Warlords there, the Wayne Riders of Rhun, some Narem, Flagrim, lots of Flagrim, and over there some Sapphire Bladesmen. And he started to spread out his rest of his forces, these armed up Eastern crossbows. This will be a lot of gold, I think this was an Eclipse scenario. So he does like to armor us up. He does like to sort of really upgrade the units as much as they can get. We've got some Variag Mercenary Riders here, 2 of them, and some Warlords as well. Oh, whoa. Okay then. Double Warlords from myself. Then Dragon's Breath Cannon, the Loke Flagrim, Shadow Guard, Eastron Hunters here, nice and fragile. Can't give these boys an armor upgrade to make them golden. Behind them, though, we've got some Gamprim with the ladders today, Gamprim with the tower, Flagrim with the tower, and in the back we got some Gamprim, Guildsmen, some Camels Chosen, double Camels Chosen today, some Dragon's Wrath crossbows, Shadow Guard, and then the nice Scion Rim blob on the left. So, of course, when it comes to these scenarios, I don't make my armies, we don't really care about red limits, they're just being designed by the scenario maker I'm picking. So yeah, you just pick the army. Or you pick the army you can get. I guess somebody else might pick their one, who knows. And then we've got Froggy to my left side, so he's got his Guildsman, he's got a nice blob around his Dragon's Breath Cannon, he's got his Camels Chosen there, goodness me. Eastron Clansman with that double armor upgrade, as I say, we can expect that from Eclipse. Camel's Shadow Guard, some Narem. Over here. Oh, no, silly. Yeah, no, not Narem. And then over here, Flagrim. Sapphire Bladesman, double Sapphire Bladesman. Lots of elites, as we've got a double Dragon Knights here for Froggy and Gamprin behind them. Dragon's Breath Cannon. More Sapphire Bladesmen from Duba, that's going to be hell. Probably just going to be Daba later on in the fight, that might be really tricky. Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen and Camels Shadow Guard. And Scion Rim, lots of Scion Rim. Camels Chosen again, double Balchoth Tribesmen. Eastron Crossbows, Narem or Flagrim, Gamprim, double Flagrim, and then on the left, double Warlords again. We do like our 2 hit point cavalry today. Now, up against Kando, they're going to have a lot of nice cavalry too to face us. The idea behind this scrap was that we were going to have a nice cavalry battle. Outside, the brave men of Khan were going to mount up on their horses, which are not going to be too useful in the tight city centre, or castle town centre. They weren't going to be too useful there, so might as well scrap us outside. So, let's say you can expect a lot of, if this is your first New Year's battle, which it could very well be for some people. General warning, as I say, you're going to hear mouth noises. I'm not going to be like slurping on mic as best I can. I will try my best not to, but there will be the occasional pause as I take a drink, as I pour myself another drink, and things like that. And there will probably be the occasional swallow or something like that that slips through my noise gate. Fingers crossed we won't get much of it, but we might get a bit. Now I do love this map. I don't quite remember where we were basing this, but I'm always a big fan of the way that sort of like this grassland can, these little sort of oases pop up in the desert. It's definitely somewhere very sort of western, but like southwestern kind. We've even got this little sort of area up here. I like these little areas that, there's no way that the battle's going to be over here, but it's cool. It's cool. And I mean, hell, maybe if the attack went bad and we retreated up to this way for like a last stand, it's kind of fun when that sort of situation turns out, it's always tough to convince the defenders to like sally out and fight you, but if it makes the battle a bit more interesting, it can be good. And yeah, so I'll stare at this building. For a minute. Just in case I absolutely forget. Let's just go for this. Oh, press the wrong button. There we go. I'll take a picture of that just to make sure that we've got something. I have a lot of screenshots in the building screenshot folder. I'm recording as much as I possibly can right now, just to try and grab a few battles before I go away again to sea. So, as always with these, I'll be rambling a fair bit. I will be watching the battle, of course, but with these long battles, always very easy for me to lose myself. So, thing with the Scandish armies, they were on the defending side, they can deploy in amongst each other. So we won't really be able to go through each player individually, but we'll just sort of call out what we see, and I'll call out new players when I can spot them. Master Blaster there with his Chieftain's Vanguard, Brother of the Lance to their side, Variag Cataphracts, those are Knights there, more Variag Cataphracts from Eclipse, he's got his Brother of the Lance there too, some Brother of the Wain here, so we've got the Wain Riders and the Brother of the Wain. Be great to see some Chariot versus Chariot Salans. I don't want to get us overhyped for that. I don't think the Chariots go for each other, but it could be pretty cool if they did. More Brother of the Lance from Eclipse, Neurad Retainers from Vocek, and some Horse Archers. Now that is it. Now, but you've got to keep in mind, all of that is being focused on Mevin. This is why I deployed most of my cavalry on the right. I knew that if they're going to go for somebody, they're going to go for Mevin, because they can't really get at me, not as effectively as they can get at him anyway. So Eclipse has got his halberds and his Brother of the Axe and Variag warriors there, defending the outer levels, or the outer layers I should say, allowing some time for their citizenry to run back behind the walls, the cowards that they are. They should be picking up blades and trying to beat us back. Of course, that armoured up advantage doesn't just go for us, it is going to go for the defenders as well, so we've got these double armoured up Variag warriors and Variag bowmen, giving them that sort of East Asian look that I really do adore from the Variags. Nomadic Raiders there too, they've got a bit of trash, and some Variag Cataphracts from Infinity. That's the first time we've seen Infinity's units, I believe, unless... Very correct, right? Then Eclipse again, Nomadic Warriors, with some Neurad footmen behind them. Zooming on over here, we have some more Variag Warriors. Didn't really see much on this left side, but it looks like Eclipse is really just sort of leaving a handful of troops over there against more of a European. Is that still is that an Asian style or is that a European? Is that a Mediterranean style sail? Maybe. They've got some maybe pass. Who knows? And over here, then more Variag Cataphracts, a lot of Cav, and the Windblades from Infinity. So, yeah, nice. So that's what they've got on the outside there. Fair bit, but not endless amounts, just stuff to slow us down. I like the in-character idea of just letting your citizens fall back and giving time for the actual defenders to mount on the walls. Nomadic Raiders here, we won't call out everything, but we'll more just sort of be scanning over the defence, I think. When you've got so many units here, you're not really going to be able to see exactly everything. A lot of Nomadic Infantry there. Perfect for defending the walls. Of course, those hybrid infantry units, they can be shooting us for a fair bit, and then when we actually get stuck into melee with them, they're going to be a pain in the ass. And Nomadic Infantry, they've actually got a full quiver of ammo. They don't. It's not like the Lake Town Infantry and so on that only really gets 5 shots. They get a full wallop, as much as a standard archer, but then you can still expect them to go toe to toe with you in melee quite comfortably. And then Variag Bowman on the right, and that's all they've got for this outer level, or at least on the walls. We've got a lot more troops on the inside there. This is a proper multi-leveled formation, or citadel, you should say. And formation of stone structures, I suppose that's what I was going for, of course. Storm Guard, I love the Storm Guard. Every time I see the Storm Guard, I will always talk them up. I think they're one of the finest elites you can really be having. But we're going to have to be chewing through a fair bit of them today. And as I say, I really don't, I don't talk up the likes of the Camel's Chosen very much. So when you're pitting the Camel's Chosen toe-to-toe with the Storm Guard, oh my god. It's going to be dicey, But still, they've not just got the Storm Guard, they've got like the Shadows and everything nasty. They've got Hawacha here too to go toe-to-toe with our Blooming Dragon's Breath Cannons. And some Naga infantry. He's got the Brother of the Spear in the back lines. And yeah, more Storm Guard dotted around there. So very menacing, of course, very unpleasant, but you've got to keep in mind they've got a lot to defend. A lot of spread forces there. Now let's actually go to 0.5 I think for a minute, because bloomin' heck, we are really getting stuck in. Those crossbows from Mevin getting grabbed immediately. Looks like fire arrows from the Narim opening up. Warlords coming on in from Mevin, I thought they were my own. Warlords there from Mevin. And yeah, we really do have this Candish force advancing super Ricky tech toward the runic turned defenders. Definitely attackers, but turned defenders. Oh, I love those feathers on his... they're very cool, actually. That's a nice wee touch. Some shots coming up and over, but don't really blame Mevin all that much for resulting to that sort of situation right now. Things are very tense. Cataphracts coming on into the Scion Rim. Now this is a lot of cavalry for Eclipse, even though, it's not that many units. Cavalry units always take a lot more of your attention. So yeah, jumping into the Scion Rim, you can't blame him too much for that. And more Scion Rim here grabbing these guys. Then he's got his warlords there. Over here, Variag mercenary riders getting caught by the Nurad retainers. Certainly not something I want. But as long as I can keep those mercenary riders, above like 40, I'm comfortable and happy enough just sacrificing some of their lives to back up my boy. I'm getting a quick little charge there, which I've totally interrupted because I had them charged to my own units. Absolute tactical genius. I'm sure I had an endless reason for that. But yeah, not going too well today. Yeah, we're really just trying to do our best to back up Mevin. I'm just so glad it's not me over there. Is there anything crazy going on? Dragon Knights here. Looks like they're maybe going toe-to-toe with the Cataphracts and Windblades. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? These are Variag Cataphracts. Those are all Cataphracts. Oh my goodness me. How the fuck did you do that? Froggy, the man who detests cavalry, fucking decapitates Cataphracts like nothing. Goodness sake. Okay, well, we're doing not too bad with some work, But yeah, over here is really where the magic is happening, or yeah, the magic is really dicey. I love that we got Variag horse archers, we got Variag mercenary riders. It's and hey, probably these guys know each other, they're buddies, but hey, money's money. Shoot me in the back is not very fun, at least I'm still relying on that heavy armor value. But a quick backstab into the Nurad retainers. You don't really want to be using the warlords against retainers, but a charge is a charge at the end of the day. And heavy armor is heavy armor. We don't have anti-cavalry bonuses, but we are still just absolute tanks. And we can, yeah, good. 25, 20, 19, perfect. Surprised they didn't break. Get out of there, retainers. Zoom on in a minute. Stealth, they're just unloading on us, unloading on poor Mevin. Mevin's just not got the tools to deal with this, but I mean that's how it sort of is designed, if he had all the tools to be able to just kick this back easily, it would put the situation in our favour a bit too much. You kind of are wanting Can to do some good work with their cav, and they certainly have done not too bad over here. Well, they still have the full attention that they can spare. Let's stick at 0.8 for now, because I do think there's a lot of hilarity. As I say, absolutely, please do this. This is how I watch most of the content I watch on YouTube. I watch it at 2 times speed. and I tend to think I'm somebody that speaks quite slowly, so please consider putting me up to 2 times speed or 1.5 times speed. You can watch more videos that way, you can get through my videos a bit faster so you can watch somebody a bit better, who knows, whatever you want to do. I appreciate it all the same. If you watch my video, I don't care how you watch my video. Oh, nice. Now, bloody hell, boys, you've got no right to be firing like that. Let's see them again. I don't think they've got any right to be firing up like that. Wow. I think it's... Oh no, they're going... They're going for my flag rim? Yeah, they're going for my flag rim. Interesting. I wonder why. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to shoot the silent rim either, to be honest. But yeah, he's unloading on me. I'm happy enough because I've got a decent shield. I've got good golden armor. We're getting some backup from myself. Again, it really is sort of... It was down to really me and Mevin to try and sort of batter these guys about a bit. And my warlords are about to get grabbed. Oh, Brother of the Lance getting quite a lot of charge again. No anti-cavalry bonus from any of these units, but a charge is a charge. It's an AP charge too. Those Cataphracts are going to be a different story entirely. We're just trying our best. Those Brother of the Wayne, beautiful repeating crossbows there. Nice to see. Something I'm very excited about, the whole release of Warhammer 3. Are we getting that actually? Are we getting repeating crossbows from Bloomin' Cathay? I'm sure we are. They wouldn't give us Cathay without repeating crossbows. Maybe they are. Oh god. What if they did that? I'd be so upset. I'm sure we've seen repeating crossbows in those trailers. Not sure. But yeah, over here, Mevin still trying his best. So this is all going 4 for 3 though. So it's messy for us. But I think we've done all right. We've done all right with it. We've limited the damage. Mevin's been careful. He's fallen back, which I think is smart. It's a bit, it's never something you want to do as an attacker, but sometimes when the defenders rush out at you and they make you their target, if you just charge wildly into them, it's gonna hurt. Now they've sort of seen that and they have started to put a lot more focus on me. But I was cautious and kind of ready for it. I wasn't quite in a defensive situation, but I've kept my crossbows, I've kept my hunters even, because massed arrow fire is always going to hurt a cavalry unit. They're big targets at the end of the day. Another little hit here. Again, looks like Froggy's been doing some good work against those Nurad footmen, just battering them down. Sorry, I am focusing a lot more on my own stuff. I really should be checking out what's going on over here. Those nomadic warriors, though, we'd be tempted to get a charge in there. I know there's a lot of cav. I mean, all of this could rip apart Froggy's cav, but we need to get our cav used, I feel, because once we get inside there, there's going to be no possible use for our cav. I love these little areas. It's just nice. I love to think that, this whole area was the reason, the settlement grew up here. They just had lots of little lakes in the middle of the desert. It's a cool little space. I do quite enjoy this map. We like to rip into, if this is Eclipse, I think this is an Eclipse map, an Eclipse scenario. We do like to rip into Eclipse's maps, but I do always do my best to say how pretty they look. And just so the poor guy doesn't get too disheartened, because we do make an effort to drill the point home that sometimes his maps can be a little bit silly. I've never thought that. I think that some of the viewpoints of the rest of the guys are far too cruel to the poor guy. Nurad footmen here running as fast as they can from the warlords, but the warlords ain't gonna let them get away easy. How's that going? 8, 9. Ooh, my boys, not too bad. Sacrificed themselves very carefully, and now they're spinning around with those axes, hacking in with them. Good AP with those little picks and axes. Very nice. And now those Cataphracts are focusing on me. And I'm getting backed up by the boys. But, that's what you want to see as well. This is why I never do stakes. I just never do stakes. Just because I always forget where they are. And yeah, it's not easy. Still got my Varii, just trying to battle away. Of course, the Varii Course Archers and the Varii Mercenary Riders. Just perfect for these little skirmish exchanges, just because they're shielded, they've got a bit of armor on them. I actually don't know. Surely, just from the aesthetics, the Varii Course Archers they must be more armored up than the Varii Mercenary Riders, but just how much more? couldn't say. I couldn't say. Still, the mercenaries seem to be winning out today. Mevin is freed up. He is open to start advancing now, but he's definitely our most weakened army, and he's the most eastern army. Now that kind of falls to him to come in at this eastern approach. So something to consider, something to be maybe worried about, perhaps. Does he have the tools? Does he have the ability to actually get that done? I am making contact with my infantry now as we're coming in here. I'm getting shot on the right side there as a lot more infantry are moving on forward. Let's zoom on in on the minimap anyway. Got my flag rim coming in, trying to connect with those halberds before they get set up. I don't want Eclipse to make a nice organised battle line. Hell no, that would not be fun to try and burst through. So I get a good little charge in there. He is setting himself up nicely now, and also I'm trying to trap those Variag cataphracts in place too, because I just don't have the spears ready. Got my hunters rattling shots into the likes of the Variag bowmen, hitting them on the left side while they're nice and jam-packed together. Left side, of course, though, the shield comes into play. Blooming hell, of course. What am I? But hey, no, I'm not shooting at them at all. I'm shooting at the archers, shooting at those magic raiders. Could I buff out those kills? I gotta put it out, That's the way that goes. Not really benefiting anything, but because I am the type of guy I am, I sent my camels chosen right away. Because hey, if you're not willing to use your elites, you might as well not take them. So I've got my camels chosen, just trying to charge on in there. He's not got anything around to deal with that. He might shoot me in the face. No, he won't. He's going for my archers. Far bigger threat than the camels chosen. Look, come on, I talked down the camels chosen. They are more of a threat than the Eastern Hunters. Still, Eastern Hunters are a little more fragile. Trying to get the Gamp Rim in there. I'm running them. They do have a shield value, but it's quite a low shield value. It's only 3, so I would shoot them if I could, but Infinity getting around me with his wind blades. So nice little burn there to the Magic Raiders. But still, sorry, Eastern Hunters there getting a charge. So the Gamprin, who were going to make their way to the front line, are now going to have to go and chase off those wind blades. Not too fun. Wind blades are so fast, they just dart around that town to their heart's content, and we won't be able to catch them. Won't be able to catch them until we get our infantry flooding them through. All of these horse archers now. This is all we got left. Just horse archer versus horse archer. Variag man versus Variag man. Tearing through each other for the... the Variags? Yeah, you could argue the Variags are made of can. I was going to say the Variags were this, they're not truly made of can. They're just sort of been dragged in by each side sort of to kill each other here. But no, the Variags are sort of made of can, I would say. As we break down these poor horse archers, just outnumbering them. Yeah, okay, I was going to say not drastically, but we outnumber them with 2 different units. One good man, Vocek. Oh, where's the rest? You've got 4 boys! Oh, are the rest of his boys in the fight? I love that this man is still just going for it. Charging into it, like, vastly outnumbered. Please kill a guy in that charge. I'm sorry, you've been serving me well. No! Oh, he's immediately grabbed by like 8 rep. He was immediately grabbed by like 4 and just taken down. Chieftain's Vanguard from Master Blaster pulling back. They could probably, those 8 guys could really gut a lot of my horse archers in melee. But anyway, sorry. Back to the main action, I suppose. Dragon Knights from Froggy. We're using these city streets too. Got to keep all of your flanks in, contained here. Got to watch out for those stakes though, Frogert. Please don't run. Please don't run. Oh, sorry, that's... Oh, funny. Okay, that's 1 cataphract. Goodness sake, the Dragon Knights and the cataphracts being together in this sort of scenario is making things kind of tricky. Oh, you've even got the Golden Warlords. Goodness sake, cavalry galore today. Froggy's made contact here. Gamp Rim up against Variag Warriors. I do, of course, Sword Masters, you can generally trust them, can generally rely on them to do some good work for you, but looks like they've given up that fight there, because yeah, in this organised grind fest, the Gamp Rim would have their number quite comfortably. It looks like this is a wild retreat now, or, to be honest, an organised, but when I say wild, I mean a mass retreat from the outer lines by the defenders. And we've kept it close, kept it pretty close. So that's 12%. So we just need to make sure this hurts. Now, Infinity's actually sending out these Norad Halberds, but probably I mean, you don't want to do... That's 2 beefy units in red halberds coming out. That's 2 very beefy units in red halberds now approaching the front lines, and I think that maybe it's not a good time for it. Yes, if they got set up nicely, they would kick my ass. They would get me right back out there, but not for long. I would be on. Alright, Cataphract's tearing through the last of my hunters. Luckily my hunters are out of ammunition, so I'm just trying to lock these guys in place while I've got my shadow guard sprinting forward. And we are gonna make it. Good stuff, so get that AP damage there, good little charge. We didn't receive a charge from the Cataphract, so we will rip these elite knights, heavy armoured sort of medieval tanks apart for a minute, but oh god, they're getting away from us. They're running away and they're running behind our lines. As you can see, I'm really dedicating a lot of resources to take these guys out. When I commit to a proper attack on the walls of a settlement, I do not want to worry about my back lines. As you see, I stopped pushing that tower. I wanted to grab them. They're still sliding around me. Froggy's got his guildsmen there, and if they could charge those guildsmen, I would feel bad about that. They've gotten around me. I should get these Gamprim off. I need to... Crossbows there too. God, he's got a lot of nice targets. It looks like though he wasn't charging my Dragon's Breath, which he is right. He probably shouldn't have. There's better targets, but it was just that the left side of his unit there grabbed one of them. So my Dragon's Breath troop rinsing him a little bit, suffered quite a few casualties there, but still I would prefer that rather than a full proper charge. And now the Gamprim are on him, and Camel's Chosen. I'm basically just grabbing everything, just swallow him up. Do not let him escape. Absolutely. I think I'm maybe running my cavalry over here. No! Looks like the cav maybe chased off those Chieftain's Vanguard. What have we got here? Is this routing units? Yeah, routing units. Chieftain's Vanguard. What's this? Yeah, 3. We maybe have a little fight. A little fight over here. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will say yeah. Oh, siege tower in contact. Yeah, so big time with this one. I will be missing a lot that happens in this fight. So if you are ever wanting to see something, this goes for all my battles. I save all my battle reports. I don't have them incredibly well organised, but they are there. So if you do ever want to watch one of them yourself, feel free to send me a message and I can send it to you on Discord. If you want, just I can't see you on it, but just put it out there, please. Just put it out there.
Let our cowardly foe go run behind his mother's skirts now.
Nah, I'm rattling on in now. Trying to get all the siege towers used, because of course the siege towers can't be used in the next walls. Oh goodness sake, a lot of fire here. Of course, this is all just aesthetic fire. It's just to look nice. It doesn't actually do anything. These guys, it's not like Witcher Flame, or a lot of this fire in Silmarillion lingers. If your troops walk over it, they suffer damage. But it looks damn good, doesn't it? Actually, this time. Oh my god. Maybe we could do something with this. Boys. Come on. Oh yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Just a fire all around them. Maybe. Yeah. I'll think about it for sure. Flag there. Immediately the Camel's Chosen coming in. Very nice. Bring the action there. Right. Sad me to go for, as much as I love the early use of elites, I almost always love that. I think when you got something like the Bird of the Axe there, that skilled AP is maybe a dicey thing, but at the same time, what else? Anything he sends up there is going to get rinsed. So Camel's Chosen, at least, we're going to match it. It'll give them a minute to get down there, but they'll probably match it. What else do we have going on? No contact made there. Nomadic Raiders rattling shots on. Now, because Eclipse placed these guys during the deployment phase, they're being pretty smart on the walls. They're using them properly. I always find that if you place them during the deployment phase, they're like, yes, no, I know how walls work. I can shoot straight. If you start positioning them midway through a battle, they're just dumb. And they're like, yeah, these guys here just firing up and over. Froggy's got his Gamprim on the front line though, and as I say, it's only a 3 shield value, so you don't want that if you can. If you can help it, you want these guys maybe spread out or waiting. Or, if you've got to have somebody at the front, have the flag rim there. what am I up to here? Over here, Froggy, still some more movement. I've had a good little infantry clash, so I have suffered a few more losses. As I say, on the right side, it's really myself and Maven have been having a few lumps teared out of us. Not that the boys haven't been suffering themselves on the left, but you know, we've taken a bit of casualties. No pushing on the gate yet. No real damage there. But Maven's already pushed around here, and as I say, Maven's our lowest army right now. These towers are working, and they're pumping out these fire arrows. So that's going to be a constant stream of damage. As soon as we start showing up and taking damage from that, we really want to be getting in there. It is possible for them to take out our siege equipment with those towers. Unlikely, but possible. You know, it certainly does happen. A few of these bloodied flag rounds, well, could really go down by that damage. I guess it's quite a good thing because for us anyway, because they're focusing their fire on the ram itself. So they're not actually focusing on the infantry. But Master Blaster, more than willing to come out and fight us. So he's got his Nurad footmen there. Oh. Who's doing that? That was me. I saw this little bundle there, and I saw this bundle here too, and I was like, this is a perfect shot. Go, go, go. And of course I missed. Come on, do I do it again? Gamers, go, go, go. I think he starts shuffling away from me. It's a problem. Every time I spot this little, like, oh, that's a perfect shot. Go, go, go. I fire, and I only get one shot. You know, after that, they notice it. And they start scampering away. Yeah, no, I think I hold fire now. There's nothing else. If I could go for that, I'd rinse that. But you really see they're focusing, you know, Master Blaster's really focusing his power, sallying out to engage them outside. Oh, gamers! Very nice. I mean, it looked a lot nicer than it truly was. And that second one was a bit wild. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is quite tasty too. Even if it just forces Affinity to leave that wall, it's good enough for me. Because once again, that Dragon's Breath cannon, I'm not really going to be able to get any great shots on the inner area with it. I need to use it now. Even if I'm not getting the best shots with it, I need to find something. Narem firing once again and getting the nice fiery effect as they engage in this battle with the troops on the wall. You see, the walls are effective for keeping them safe, but not effective enough, it seems, eh? We're dropping a few of these bad boys. Variag bows, of course, perfect for a skirmish engagement. You gotta love this. Bolshek's Variag bowmen, armored up, shielded, but they're still like, no, nomads, you get the fuck in front of us. You take this fire and keep us safe. But no, that's him stepping down now, getting ready to engage on the front lines. They'll hold the line quite nicely, but they're not going to get many kills there. Froggy's got an advance going on, very nice sort of straight line here with his East Strong Clansmen. And he's got some Flagrim engaging there too. So yeah, really sort of barreling on into the Nomadic Warriors. So this fight that's going to be happening here, in pure view of the towers at all times. Little, you know, it's not fast damage, but all the way through this fight, we're going to be suffering that tower damage. And it's important that defenders try to make use of it, just constantly, just rinse us whenever they possibly can. So Mevin has really seen the Master Blasters come out hard against him. And he's getting some shots in with his own Dragon's Breath cannon. That sounded beautiful. That was a good one. Really burned up some boys. And yeah, Master Blasters realise I've got a lot of cannons on me. This was nice. I think he's inflicted some decent casualties. He's routed away a nice beefy unit of Flag Rhun. He's got the brother to the Lance coming in from behind too, goodness sake. But no, he's decided to pull one back from that. He's even got his one remaining Chieftain's Vanguard, just chilling out too. No ammunition left, just holding his position. See, that's quite nice too. That's quite nice. I don't know. I'll have a little think of that artsy shit. What are you gonna do? Yeah, so they're routing off. Those 46 guys will hopefully come back. Professional soldiers, those Flag Rhun. Dragon's Breath Cannon's still firing away, still trying to find some targets for them. I'm actually taking fire. Yeah, I was taking fire from the Narem, and I was from this position. I was able to actually blast down quite effectively. Like, this is all my archers here ripping through these guys, and I was chuffed to bits with that. Like, bam, bam, Where we going? Come on, gamers. This is tasty. Mm-hmm. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. See, I don't take artillery. Artillery for me is oh wow, the gatehouse. Yeah, okay, cool. Dragon's Breath cannons, they can't really do damage to buildings very well, but they can break gates. Oh no, the gate itself is fine. This gatehouse is fucked. There, okay. Don't quite understand what's happening. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, I don't like randomness in a fight. I don't like unpredictable weapons. That's what I'm trying to get at. I like my weapons. I like my fighting to be predictable. I like to know that my units are going to behave a certain way. On artillery, you're putting too much faith in that random factor. Am I going to get friendly fire? Is it going to miss? Is it going to kill 500 guys with one hit? I don't know that, so I tend to shy away from those sorts of units. I certainly love the impact of it. It's a lot of fun, but just for me, it's not something that I tend to take. So the only time you really see me with artillery in a siege is during one of these scenario battles. We still got these camels chosen, but there's only 9 of them. A lot of other stuff came up behind them. I still think it was a good idea to use them. I just wouldn't have had them be the first unit that came up. I would have had a unit of, say, Flag Rhun come up first, make that space, get that initial wave of damage dealt to them, and then have the camels chosen come right behind them. But hey, I mean, we've made some good progress on this wall, so can you blame them? Maybe not. And as I say, the camels chosen, I do like them as a unit. I think they're very effective, but they're not elite killers. So using them up against those mid-tier units is perhaps the better way to do it. And we're coming hard on this flank too. We're being countered pretty hard, but generally by out of ammunition bowmen. Brother the Sword there, but the Brother the Sword, they're up against these armoured up armoured up attacking units. Hey, that is what it is. Who knows? Wait. No. We'll see in a bit. So yeah, the tower is actually firing. Okay, we'll come back to this situation later. But you can see that tower is landing some good hits into my gold dragons with cannons. Holding my fire there. Should I be? I shouldn't be opening up still. I should probably still be firing. I wonder. Firing mercenary riders coming up. And yeah, you see I've got my camels chosen here. This is what I've done here. I've got my Flag Rhun up, and then I'm going to be following it up with the camels chosen. So I guess we can kind of see how that strategy pans out right away. Of course, I'm not fighting the likes of the Brother of the Axe. I'm fighting a much lower quality unit than a Rad Footman. The Flag Rhun should be able to sort of go toe to toe with them themselves. Yeah, but then I'm just bringing in the camels chosen right after. So you can see, the strategy right in effect. It's almost like I planned this. I planned this like almost a year in advance. For goodness sake. It takes me a whole bloody year to get through this battle. Yeah, I will always do other people's generally. I don't want to say always. I should never say always. I'll generally always do other people's battles before I'll do mine. It's just better that way. Because when you give me a battle, you want to see your own stuff, and I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that you give me your stuff to do. Hell, so yeah. Of course, I'm going to favour it. So anyway, we've come to that time where I've finished my glass, so I'm going to have to pour another. So let's have a nice look at something that we can watch while I sat silently for a second. Oops, it is just bashed them out. But yeah, Mevin here, Mash Blaster, come out again. Very much appreciate that aggression from the defenders. But yeah, so I should probably make sure I have spirits water bed, so I will probably shut up a second. Oh, wait, yeah, no, I better shut up. We're back. Gamers, we have a problem. I really don't think this is going to be enough. We'll see how it goes, but we're not. We're a third in. We're a third into the fight. So we might be okay. We might be okay. But fuck, we're getting we're getting into the danger zone. More ammunition here. Oh, I love that. I fired at the same time as Mevin's did. I got. It looked a lot more devastating than it was. But I don't actually think I got that many kills there from that Dragon's Breath cannon. Definitely not many. I do not like these nomadic marauders. Because of their formation, they're kind of difficult to position inside forts because they deploy in that huge circle instead of in like a rectangle. So, pulling them on over here. Yeah, you scoundrels. Oh! No? See, can you move them though? Oh no, gamer. That hurts. And the Camel's Chosen are there too. Even that coming up and over is not too bad. Yeah, I would try to move them a little bit. Yeah, good Master Blaster to say. It's the problem with playing against players that actually know what they're doing. they really will, they'll hurt you. They'll hurt you sometimes. Oh wow, this has been devastating for these poor archers there. And the I'm trying to find out who they belong to, but I can't. I have a feeling that they're mine. I have a strange feeling that they're mine. Yep, I thought, who's going to put Guildsmen up there without any shields around? Seems so dangerous. Seems so aggressive. What the hell? Did you actually get burned by that? No, you don't. You must have just got shot by a tower or something. Fucking hell. They can throw daggers. I think I was just like, get them up on the top. Throw some daggers and stuff. I think I wanted to come over here and like throw daggers on whatever. Or like come down and throw daggers on the walls or something. I don't know. But a bit too much aggression perhaps. Over here, Silk Flagrim, just engaging, just grinding away up against Brother the Axe. Fuck, I want to shoot those Brother the Axe, I don't want to fight them. Over here, yeah, still, Dabba's very aggressive, which I appreciate, it's good to see. And really still just busting into the lines. This Dragon's Breath cannon, I think every one of us has a Dragon's Breath cannon, so much fire. Froggy coming in. Triple siege tower strat coming in all together, and we are starting to flood in a bit now, really taking over the walls. The only place that we're struggling here is this position, but as I say, that's just because Mevin is a bit bloodied up. He's also had to keep his Gamprim and Salnrim at the back lines. Does he have a... I mean, maybe that was just like a subconscious thing. It's always a good habit to have, but at the same time, like, I don't think there's anything behind us. One warlord, I love it. I'm very surprised at how many of these like individual man units there's left in this fight. Finally, good man. Oh, that looks nice. I like that you can see that in the distance, right through the gateway and everything. Good, busted through. Mevin's made some good ground now. I've sent over some of my boys just to back them up a bit. More of my Shadow Guard here. I just wasn't too sure where the Shadow Guard fit into my usual strategy, so I sent them over to back up my buddy. Shadow Guard are something I don't usually take. Slightly lighter on the armor. Shoot, I said in the last battle they were locked morale. They are locked morale, right? I don't want to be wrong. I really don't want to be wrong, but I think they're locked morale. See, we're flooding on through here. We've got Dabba coming in through the gate. Actually, is this the first gate we've taken? No. Oh wait. Yeah, we've not actually taken this gateway. I think that was maybe another reason I wanted to get my assassins over here, just so we took this gateway. But Froggy's got the ram there, so we were like, oh fuck it, just bust open the gate so that we know that they can't retake it. This guy's lost his unit. Fair play. But it does look like they've started to retreat now in stages, just trying to win whatever fight they were going to win. Gut the last of us wherever they can. But anybody that's not engaging right now does seem to be fleeing. But yeah, you're still seeing those arrow towers just don't. And there's so many arrow towers just constantly nipping away at us, just bit by bit by bit. This bombard is down. Shame. And over here, one of mine is down. There we go. Glad we came back to see it. And you see, yeah, so the tower takes a long time, but finally my two Dragon's Breath cannons are gone. And the painful thing, I still had some ammo. Not a lot. No, I think I had 2 shots. I'm pretty sure I had 2 shots. but I still had some ammunition. So for whatever reason, Froggy, what was your... Froggy, oh no, Froggy had used up all of his ammunition. Oh, maybe not yet. But in a while, Froggy uses up all of his ammunition, and he's like, hey, you can try and use mine. But I think the ammo is tied to the weapon, not the squad. I think that's the deal. Maybe? No. Pass. But anyway, I think I tried to put my guys on it, I didn't get any ammo. But, yeah, I don't wanna say... There was something along those lines. Happened. Maybe I used up all of my ammunition. Who knows? And anyway, Froggy coming on around here. Daba continuing to rush on a few of Ochek's forces. A few of them are on that side, a few of them are on this side. Bit bloody for us. Over here, what's the engagement going? I wanted to get my assassins against them. Yeah, Dragon's Wrath crossbows up here. Why not? I didn't want to get them, like, they do have ammunition. Don't know why they've got their swords out, just for fun, just for a bait. Just like, oh no, look at us, we've used up all of our ammunition. There's no point in shooting us. And you should probably just blow up like crazy. Anyway, it looks like they are preparing to fall back, but once again, they've got a few, this is starting to get quite tight for them. And they've still got a few too many troops, so they're sort of going to be defending the outer level here. Gives them a bit more time to use those towers to their advantage. They can really use this sort of higher ground to defend themselves, and it means that we can't just barrel our way in willy-nilly. Shadow Guard met their match here a bit, but still, victory is certain, which is a bit crazy. I guess the Shadow Guard are quite a nice counter to the likes of the Nurad Footmen, but I think that is going to be turning against us shortly. Camel's chosen here from Marcel, just coming on around the flank, ripping up those poor nomadic marauders. Got more and more of my troops coming on in to back us up, just trying to rip up the back lines of Infinity and give us a good avenue in. Good. So, general chat about the year as a whole. As we'll go to one-time speed for a minute. I mean, we should be fine for one-time speed for now, because generally the fight should be quite a bit more contained. We shouldn't miss as much. Also, there's not as much cavalry to run around and chase, so we should just set at one-time speed. But yeah, so 2021. I hope everybody had a pretty good year. My year was definitely, pretty eventful. But yeah, of course, the good old virus there, which provided me with a job for the past, for late 2020, early 2021, mid 2021, I guess. Then, of course, managed to get back to my normal career at sea, which disrupted all of this. It was a damn shame to, leave YouTube for a long while, but it was, of course, great to get back to what I was trained to do, to what I've always kind of built my idea of my future around. I should mention again, I don't get soppy during this stuff. I don't get soppy, but I don't get emotional about, when it comes to these New Year ones, but I get a little bit more personal than most. So, it's not for you. Press that right arrow button, on your keyboard a little bit. You just skip ahead like 5 seconds. Just do that. And you just jump forward. I appreciate your view, no matter what. So, thank you very much. But yeah, so it's it was great to get back to my normal career at sea, and yeah, just get back into the swing of things. The good old COVID as a whole. I always knew it was going to be a big deal. Like right from the start of 2020, when we were getting all that news from China, when we were getting all those videos from all those videos of people collapsing in China, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a big deal, oh my god, wow. And then, but I didn't expect it to be as big a thing as that. I didn't expect it to be as long lasting a thing. I thought it was going to be done by, God, I thought we'd all moved on by September. But hell no, we were still, end of 2021, it's still a big deal. And, I just had my goddamn booster shot for pity's sake, so, no, it was quite something, and hopefully we do all get just blasted through it, and we can't get back in the normal swing of things. But I mean, my life has pretty much gone back to normal. I just have to be, careful about coughing too loudly when I'm in the airport. That's the only thing that's really affecting it now. And I hope for goodness that everybody else has, been as lucky as me and has not been drastically affected by it. Worse has happened to me, of course, is those blooming vaccines. They nuke me. They absolutely ruin me. I get the goddamn chills. I get frozen. I wake up in the middle of the night just wearing my jumper and my dressing gown while I'm in bed with like 3 sets of covers over me. I just freeze. I freeze to death. But that's the worst thing that happens to me with it all. Oh yeah! Beast Run Hunters. I've still got this little tiny unit here that I've been saving ammunition for. And Froggy, yeah, using his cavalry here I think is a good idea, because once we get into a smaller space than this, that cavalry is not going to be... We're not going to be able to use it. So, slipping the cav in is something that's definitely going to be a nuisance. But as I say, Froggy's doesn't like cavalry. He doesn't take cavalry himself. That's why, when he does join in one of these scenarios and there's cav, he does usually, he's a bit annoyed by it, but, he's shown himself. He's capable of using them. He's a skilled player. He just doesn't like using cavalry. I've got my Variag Mercenary Riders here too, so I'm bopping in and out. But a lot is relying on that cav, so we just got to kind of, get Froggy using them as effectively as he can right now. Do we still have those boys outside? No, we don't. Maven's coming in. Oh, you... Fuck. That's a damn shame, isn't it? I pulled them out. I hate that when I pulled them out to like here, and then they were like, yeah, they got to like this guy, and then they started routing. And then of course like, I better route right into this place, right? It's like, bam. No, it's like, I'm either going to route right to one of my friends or right to Albert. Like, so they wouldn't have come back routing anyway, so it's fair enough. I've got this guy here. Again, this street just looks nice. Just like it. Yeah. Just like just scan around. Here's this one guy. I think I do use him later. I might end up missing what he ends up doing, but yeah. But still, they've not really got a great counter to Froggy here. I mean, the towers are going to be picking away. You can see this dead guy here. He was one of Froggy's cavalrymen, so the towers are going to be hurting him. Maybe the occasional shot from somebody, but all in all, he's free to slam away as he wishes. Looks to be primarily... No, it's not just Infinity, it's Infinity and Volshek, and Eclipse does have a fair few troops out here too. So it is a bit messy to be true. Dabba coming on in here, ripping through these poor raiders. Dragon Knights. Wait, Froggy's got both his Dragon Knights. Holy shit. Okay, so he does have a fair bit of a cavalry power, a fair bit of a cavalry presence, I should say, as he's ripping through these raiders. But we need these raiders gone. We need them routed, because all the while it's just taking our time, and it's just you're always against the clock. Like with the great city of Dale, when you attack Dale, you're always getting shot by arrow fire. So in this sort of situation, you're always getting shot by the enemy towers. You have to keep up the pressure. Once you've entered that city, you're in. And you gotta go and go and go until you're right in the center of it. What's this here? Good, 1 warlord, so that's an actual monstrous charge. He's good enough with his sword too, as he slices that guy down. Into the Brother of the Axe as well. Of Infinity, I'm surprised Infinity's been really quite passive there. If these guys started to chase them around, it could be very messy. And Eclipse, I would be like focusing fire on there, just run out of ammunition. So that's always nice for us every time we get one of them using up their ammo. These halberds there from Infinity have moved forward, so I'm getting a good, like, perfect shot right into them. I'm taking a lot of... Am I taking fire straight from the wall? Oh, yo, gamers, stop it, wait. Oh, wait, yeah. Where was this? I saw fire. Here. No. I saw, yeah, I'm over here, good. Yeah, just ripping through this unit of halberds. As an attacker, I always say this with like Rangers, or Blacklocks, or Dragon's Breath, or Dragon's Wrath crossbows type things, anything with body piercing really. You've got to kind of take what you can get. So I saw this blob of halberds there, and I just ripped through them with it, and that's just kind of tipped the scales, not all the way in Froggy's Gambrim's favour, but giving them a bit of a fighting chance, because originally it was about 30 for, I think, about 85 or something, and yeah, now it's sort of 25 versus 60, which is still not good, but I just gave him a quick volley or two. So I'm still coming in with my hunters, just doing what we can with that. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going further back than that. Dragon Knights from Froggy still rinsing people, but they're about to get charged there. Yeah, it looks like Infinity's being a little bit more aggressive with his boys there now. And getting stuff rinsed. Now let me just, because I've just got this wave of paranoia. So we're just going to go to a black sheep for a split second. Good. Let's see, I just want to make sure that we were still recording. That was all it was. And make sure that we were recording from the start, pretty much. That's just my great concern. So we zoom on in for a moment and see what's going on. Oh! No. Here's the minimap. There we go. Minimap's really good. But hell, that was, the minimap was a bit screwed up. It always does that when you won't tab out and try and come back in. It always messes up. He's strong crossbows there. Oh! These poor halberds. Not sure where they fit into all this, but probably the safest place to be right now. Again, it's a unit of like 2 guys, but this is the thing. With an Eclipse battle, I forgot this is the reason why. With an Eclipse battle, you generally got a lot of experience too in your troops, you know. So these guys are not going to be routing in the same situation as they would normally. So that's maybe why we're getting through these like 2 or 3 or 1 in some cases individual units. Because they just won't want to bolt. They're too experienced, too battle hardened and ready. There's the shooting going on here, Dabba. Checking. And yep. Oh, beautiful. I mean, there's some Neuride equipment in your way, but sometimes I don't know, man. If it's a clear shot, I'd still take it. As not in a field battle, but in a siege in this sort of scenario, I'd probably still take it. If you can guarantee a hit in a siege battle, sometimes it's just worth it to go for it. And over here again, Mevin kind of just whoa! Who's nailing those perfect shots? Who's doing that? Wow, he must be like the best player in this game. Oh, fuck! It's this guy Windy Pops. Fuck, he's good. He's good at that one. But yeah. So anyway, Mevin once again sort of carrying the charge through, leading the way there, and from the start he was like our most bloodied player. So he's been doing not too bad throughout, but he's very, very bloody now still. And he's still got some firepower there from his crossbows. Froggy's Dragon Knights just trying to find their way, but it's better to just be super aggressive with them now, I feel, because the time for them is arguably already done, but it's just because we found this good opportunity to use them again. And so if we end up losing them here, it's not the end of the world, because we will be able to use them later. Dragon's Wrath Guildsman rattling all through. Looks like I was trying to chase those with the spear, but I suspect I'll fold around and just try and keep using around halberds in a minute. And once again, defenders falling back. And to be honest, I've been kind of impressed with the retreats of the defenders. Once again, this is what you'd expect from more skilled players, but it's usually been quite organised, it's been quite well coordinated. This is one of our like little podcast organised battles. So it's we're all in a channel together, we're all speaking together, and it does make it a lot of fun. You're speaking with the attackers and defenders, so you can get a lot of shit talking going on, which is great. Always a lot of fun. But you've got to just keep in mind that it does make it easier to organise. You just have to you've got to be aware that like your organisation is being heard by the other side. So Froggy's coming for one sort of last glorious little charge there as they're trying to get in, just trying to slow them down so that the likes of these Shadow Guard can get in there, and maybe we can keep that bloody gate open. We don't even have to bust it down because we don't have a ram. Which, okay, we do, good. Oh, once again, who's this guy bringing the ram in? Fucking good, forward thinking this guy. It's Windy Pops again? Holy shit, this guy's good. This guy's really good. So yeah, I didn't think we had a ram. close enough, so that would just be us sitting there taking shots. I just love that tower in the fucking, not tower, I love that like just temple in the distance. It looks really cool. Just every time I see it, it's a nice wee touch. More towers just rattling shots at us. Camel's Chosen coming in here. Just setting up a little ladder on the walls. Yeah, don't mind me over here. I'm just seeing a little spot that you're not defending, so I might as well just put my ladders there, please. Over here, Froggy's got his Shadow Guard coming in. We're all sort of mixing up now. You know, it was generally, Mevin on the. Let me actually get a proper look at the map. Oh, goodness me. It was generally Mevin coming in from the east, me coming in from the southeast, Froggy coming in from the south, and Dabba coming in from the southwest. But now we're all just muddled. We're all just everywhere at this point, so mixed in amongst each other. What we at generally? Oh, hey, we're ahead. Not bad, boys. Yeah. So at this point, it's always good to be ahead as an attacker. You always feel good, and yes, we've been using our elites a fair bit. Yes, the defenders haven't been using their elites too much, but if you're ahead as an attacker, you always feel great about it. Ninjas up there up against the halberds, which to be honest, I don't actually know the exact stats of the guildsmen or the armor value of the guildsmen, but just from their aesthetic, I assume they're quite a well armored assassin. Maybe they're not, but yeah, they're actually, so they're throwing their daggers point blank there. Wouldn't they be better off? I feel they would be better off fighting. No, I don't know. Maybe they're better off throwing. Yeah, maybe they're better off throwing. There is, because they're so focused on throwing, they're not actually fighting back in melee. So this one brother to the spear, who would normally be dead, has just been like stabbing away at them. Now the Gambrim are coming in to finish him off. Gambrim, of course, beautiful in this scenario, but it's just halberd versus halberd, as we're just stabbing and thrusting at one another to bust our way on through. Over here, we got the Shadow Guard from Dabba arriving to deal with the brother with the spear, hopefully get that great armor piercing up against them. I've actually come straight in with my Camel's Chosen, just trying to take ground on the full on inside, outside of the wall, because if I block that up, the only way that they can garrison that wall is hell. They've got to come all the way over here if they want to enter and then run all the way over there. So that was why it was a shame, because I'm basically wasting this unit of Camel's Chosen. But the reason I'm doing that is just to block this doorway. That's my sole reason. It's not to get kills there, it's not to like wipe them out there, it's so that we can fully garrison that wall, we can get the likes of our crossbowmen. Oh god, yeah, one second, we'll talk about that. But it's so that I can get my Dragon's Wrath crossbows up here and they can't do shit about it. I've got my Dragon's Wrath crossbows ripping through their lines from behind. Absolutely gorgeous shots everywhere you can find one. They can't do anything. They're running these guys over. They can, yeah, they can't do shit. They can't do shit. They can shoot me, but I'm armored. Okay, I'll take it. I'll rip you apart. Again, rinsed. As I say, this is, oh, I was chuffed with this. Now, sorry. Something that we noticed. Oh, okay, so they've put the Hawachi on me. They put the Hawachi. Oh god, I didn't realise they put. Get out, Gamer's School. Get out of there. No, I'm right about that shit. But yeah, I love that they fucking threw the Hawachi at me. Yeah. So unfortunately, we had this situation with Froggy's Shadow Guard. Some of these walls were not sort of set up properly, and you can see in some of the other parts, there's some places we're trying to set up walls we just can't. So that's one of these situations here. They've tried to come up and they just can't reach the wall. You can see a few of my guys a little bit confused, but they're still luckily just close enough. Whereas here, they're just a little bit too far away. So that's a unit of 103 Shadow Guard that are just removed. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't know enough about making maps to explain that properly. Maybe if one of the boys pops in and remembers that. They were explaining it when we were in voice chat, but I just couldn't really work it out. So we got the Scion Rim and the Gamp Rim there, just smashing on through. Over here up on this wall, more Scion Rim and bit of going on. But yeah, so back to my rambles of shenanigans. So yeah, my original goal, my original desire, was to actually hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and I was on track to do that. But then, of course, I got my quote unquote my dream job, pretty much. And so I was like, oh fuck, that's first. Well, it definitely comes first. Definitely comes first from YouTube for sure. So I had to do that. But yeah, so unfortunately, didn't put out videos for like 2.5 months. 3 months really. Yeah, actually, 4 months really. I was putting out my Warhammer videos, but that's not for everybody. I totally get it. Warhammer's not what my channel's built around, and everything like that. So I get that, but it's not what you guys want. So I do that sort of stuff for me. That's not that I don't enjoy this. Oh yeah, this was a fucking shitter. They actually managed to get that gate closed. Oh god, that hurt. And they broke a ram. They broke my ram. No. Where's the next ram? There we go. Good man. Thanks, Maven. Coming through again. I actually pushed out last. Oh no, gamers. Oh no. This isn't a place you want to be outside. But yeah, cool. It's a shame they managed to get that gate closed. The gatehouse is almost complete. Oh no, my general died. So for some reason, your general, this is another thing that I just don't understand about scenarios. Your general is always in a unit of Scion Rim. Yeah, I don't fully know how to explain that. I don't know if I've maybe misunderstood something, but every time I've played as Rhun in a scenario, my general is always in a Scion Rim. Don't know. So that's why, he's a little bit more fragile, but he died. So we really are just trying to barrel our way on down there. They really have been pushing us. We still have control over this area here. The Eastern crossbows are there. But you just got to make sure that you're not climbing these ladders. You're being careful about it. You're coming in the way that can work. But we're getting the Narim because this is just, we're sacrificing so much to keep this area open. It's going okay for us. I always say as an attacker, if you can get a fight on flat ground, if you can get a man-on-man fight on flat ground, that's exactly what we want. So that's what we're doing here, but because we're so badly outnumbered, it's not going well for us. And we're just trying our best. I actually pulled out. Did I? No, I've got some of my camels chosen down there and some of them up here. I don't know what I'm up to there. But we're really just trying to get... I've got the Gamp Rim here. I tried to sort of get all my Gamp Rim up as well to see what I could do with them. Or getting our Eastern crossbows over there. Oh my god, nice shot, Mevin. Beautiful. Beautiful again, because they can't come up here. Is that an entrance point? I don't think so. There might be another entrance point somewhere, but I don't think so. So yeah, these crossbows here are just getting some good shots into that. Beautiful stuff, man. Yeah, I'd say it's problem with the skill players. What are you gonna do? So I'm getting my Gamp Rim down here now. The Gamp Rim, exactly what you want if you can create enough space for it. Now you can see they've sort of barreled their way on in, but they don't have the space, and they're immediately kind of getting gutted. They're sort of... What I wish is I just had another unit. Froggy's Flag Rim. I should have let the Flag Rim come in first, and then put up my Gamp Rim. That would have been a much better shout, I think. We got Daba's crossbows. They're rattling shots on in. It really is just using the defenders' walls against them and causing them a lot of pain. Yeah, these Scion Rim, I should have dropped them, gotten them down there. They're perfect for just creating a bit of space. Because just putting those Gamp Rim in there now, they just weren't able to set up properly. so they've just been surrounded, and the enemy's right in their face. They've not been able to use that space properly. They're not even fighting. Boys, come on, what's going on? Not good, not good. Yeah, Froggy's Gampering, Flagrim, hopefully coming in to help things out. Sort of organise that fight a bit for me. More ladders coming in to help us climb on up. Get these, brother, the sword ripped apart. Pneumatic infantry firing up and over. But yeah, as I say, so hopefully, I mean, dude, we're not far off 900 subs now. So fingers crossed we do hit 1,000 at some point. I've tried my very best to record as much as I can while I was here. By the time this video comes out, tomorrow I'm going back to France to rejoin my boat. So yeah, there should be a fair bit more recorded, a fair bit more scheduled to come out. But just so you know where I'm at, I am like heading back to France. Oh, what the hell? I mean, it's a damage. I love to think. So that gate is still technically there. The gate is still technically a thing. But the boy, our oh my god, we're just walking there. Our golden boys are just like straight up clawing their way through gaps, just like pushing each other through and just dragging their forces down. That's weird. The gate is still down, but we're walking in. Funny. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I will be back to France. Rejoining my ship officially on the 2nd of January. So, unless I get stopped at the airport for some sort of crazy COVID-related reason, I think I've done everything properly. Fingers crossed, but it's very possible that something's screwed up. Good, you see here, fantastic. Froggy being my savior, just providing a bit more space. Those Flagrim are able to fight a bit more of a, they don't care. They want to be right up in your face. So that's given me a bit more space for my Gamprim who want a bit more. They want to have a bit more discipline to fight, a bit more control over the battlefield. So that saved me. So thank you very much for that, Froggy. Saved my ass again. Over here, yeah, Jabba's just keeping his crossbows firing, the more crossbows opening up. Good stuff. And the defenders are starting to fall back to their final defensive line. So this is really the point where we want to shoot the hell out of stuff like the Brother of the Axe. The Khan doesn't have that much in the way of like elite infantry, but the Brotherhood are pretty damn good. So you want to, they're not 2 hit point elites or anything, but they're damn good. So you want to rattle in this, and unfortunately, oh come on, dude, you've got these 40 strong hunters. You should be really causing the pain with that. What am I shooting with those 40 strong hunters, I wonder? It's gonna be tough to track 2 arrows. I don't know. I might just have them on fire at will, to be honest. If they've got a fair bit of ammunition, I might just have them on fire at will. The Hwacha probably wouldn't be a bad target. I think they had a bit of trouble with their Hwacha, and it was glitched out there. Because I would be routing my Hwacha by now, trying to get inside, because it's gonna be slow. Yeah, we're winning here, and once we win here, we're gonna be. It was never our aim to actually dominate this area, or to flood in from this area, but it's now kind of looking like we can. And you can see, once again, we're still just like pouring. Oh, we control the gate. I see. Okay, we control the gate. That's why we're able to do it. But yeah, we're almost through the main gate. Up here. Okay, and Dragon's Breath crew running on over. Camels chosen coming on over here. Very, very dupe. Cool. And yeah, I mean, 20,000 frames. Still to go. Still got over 20,000. Oh fuck. No, I should be fine. I think I've got enough left for this battle. Nice. But yeah, so goodness. Was not home for long enough. Yeah, I do enjoy this job. It really has been a lot of fun. I'm very grateful for it, of course. Feel very lucky to have been grabbed for it, but yeah, not too long at home, hoping that will change shortly. And I get into a much more of a reliable, sort of almost equal schedule, so that I can set up something. The dream has always been that I can have YouTube be a constant thing. You know, I can.
Ill fortune, mighty one.
Oh,
The enemy are through our gate.
I think we did damage doing that. Oh, that was the Watcher. Oh, naughty! You fucking dirty boys! You fucking scumbags! Oh shit! Shit! Oh, poor Frogert. Yeah, I mean they busted open the gate. It's funny that it's still like saying like, "Oh my god, we busted the gate! Fucking fantastic!" And it was like it was them. They destroyed the gate. It was our gate. We owned the gate. But yeah, sorry. The dream has always been. I said this in my first ever New Year's video. We were coming into 2020. You know, the dream for YouTube has always been to have it be, you know, a thing that I can constantly make videos for. It's like I can keep a good constant schedule. See right there, opening. I think this is kind of good for us. At this point, in this late point in the battle, they're still spending ammunition on our range units. You know, I feel that's good. Yeah, but anyway, sorry. So yeah, like the dream would be that we can still be. I can get myself into a system where I'm hopefully putting 2 videos a week constantly. Now, when I was home this time, I had to do some training courses, I had to do some bits and bobs, so I wasn't able to really record as intensively as I hopefully will in the future. But yeah, like I can see it being possible. We'll see. They're still trying to save the Watcher. These nomadic infantry being freed up, they might be able to. We've got this heroic guy with the silent rim again. Who is that? Oh, fuck, wait. It's shit. It's how many pops again? Fucking hell. Yeah. So coming in again with his trying to stop the Watcher, of course. Ignore the 82 of Froggy's silent rim. And I actually ended up breaking, didn't I? I fucking broke. Oh, you fucking bitches. You fucking asshole. Why are you breaking? Get the fuck back here. And Froggy's silent rim broken too. What? He's causing that morale damage. I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess it's this. I guess, to be honest, it's all this. Like, the game doesn't take into account all of that on the wall or behind you. The game is just thinking about, like, how many enemy units are near me. And all of these units are near them, so it's scary as hell. Oh, fuck, I love this. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah. We will take a quick second, because we do take a bit of time to shuffle around. We're shooting each other. So I'll just look at this, our final castle here. Yeah, you can position you guys on there. I think we actually, don't want to spoil it, I think we have a fight. This, the tree there looks good. Here. This one. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like gushing. I've always got a thing for maps. Both, I don't know, I think, to be honest, it kind of stems from like, it's weird. It's weird that I make this connection, I accept that. But I think it kind of stems from like, back from days like Gary's Mod RP, which I spent many long hours on Gary's Mod RP. I'll ramble a bit as well, I pour myself in the glass here. Oh my goodness sake, Frogert. You've still got your Dragon Knight. Yeah, yeah, so you've still got 14 Dragon Knights there, very nice. Yeah, so I think it just comes from like that period of time that I spent doing so much like say Gary's Mod RP, where I would kind of be just like moving through various maps and just, you know, spending a lot of time in very small, interesting spaces, just kind of, as I say, role playing, just chatting shit with like other characters and so. So I guess like when I look at maps like this, I often just kind of think about like, imagine if I was a little dude, you know, and this was a role playing map. Where would I want to hang out? Where would what can I do in this space? Yeah, what sort of, I don't know. Let's see, bit weird. I mean, not everybody was into roleplay and shit. But no, okay. Oh, what's over here? Nice. Okay, no, okay, that's just off the map. I think a little town. The map even looks good in the minimap. This thing looks nice to look at. But yeah, cool. So, the final stage, the final position here to attack. Now, we can. Wait. Oh, well done, Froggy. Wait, did they. Did something happen? There's a lot of them dead here. I think something happened, but I think they freed up. Dude, I mean, this is a long time ago. Nobody's gonna remember what happened in this spell, but yeah, but maybe. Hope, fingers crossed. Fingers. So we got 2 Sapphire Bladesmen for Froggy. Got the Gamp Ren there. We still got these Knights, but I feel the time for Knights is done. So I've got my Dragon's Breath Cannon crew, who are actually, they're not bad in melee. It's something that's quite rare to see in Reforged, much more common in the likes of Silmarillion. But very rare to see in Reforged is actually an artillery crew that can do the business in melee. And but the Dragon's Breath crew, they're really not bad. You've got to fight them with something half decent. No, sorry. Stop looking. Castle. Stop looking. But this is where we have another situation with the walls. So you can see there's a bit of an issue here, boys. maybe need to roll that down a little bit further forward, please. And we're oh wow! Stop it! What the fuck is wrong with you, Froggy? You almost killed me. So, but we realised that we could experience. So I try and grab and put it back up, but no. Unfortunately, I think this whole wall is just done. Done for now, anyway. Yeah, we'll see. Over here, though, these walls are working not too bad. So, Mevin puts his boys up there. Oh, Master Blaster flooding on in. They've left the gate open, boys. They've done it again. We can do it. We can get in there. Stormguard are pulling back. Let's see, those Stormguard people love this fight. They want it. They want us in there. So it's scary. We gotta be careful with this. We've got the balance power on our side. Nobody's got much ammunition. But they've still got a lot of power. So seeing that, they've got a lot of Variag Bowmen. Some of it's done. Some of them are done. But because they spread themselves out so much, a lot of those guys are totally fresh. You know? You've still got Hawacha. Not got much ammo, but it's got something. But what scares me is the amount of fucking Stormguard. Even one unit of Stormguard that's probably scare the hell out of me. Listen, like I said. See, that's just like this. This is such a cool area. Yeah, or like just standing there and looking down over this. Ah, man, it's a good character build. It's fucking message. Sorry, right. Anyway, I'll stop. Yeah, shit. So where was I? You've got the Noran halberds there, kicking about, and oh, naughty, very naughty. Are you about to do this here, Dama? I think you might be. Yeah, I mean, shooting point blank. Fuck if we can. Oh. Or make them go away. Yeah, they're making them go away. We're either going to tempt them out to come at us, or we're just going to shoot them. If you've got ammunition at this stage, you need to use it. Don't go inside. Oh, this is Mevin. Don't go inside, Mevin. No, there must have been something goofy. That caused that. Surely Mevin wouldn't have made that choice willingly. Or maybe if he's engaging there, these guys are guard mode maybe, but they're shaking. Scary stuff. Yeah, so we're climbing up on here. View of Mevin's Shadow Guard. Do we have an avenue to attack there? No, we don't. We don't have any avenue to attack there. Fuck. Just because the walls are a bit goofy. So I brought my crew over here. Oh yeah, shit. So Staying this at this time, I was really, really hoping that. Oh god, I'm scared. Good stuff, gamers. Yeah, I thought they would stop. I was really, really hoping I could record some Silmarillion and some Wars of Arda content, especially some Wars of Arda content. Just to like, kind of put that stuff out there. But I don't think, because of like, I've just not had as much time as I thought I would. At this time, I don't have a single Wars of Arda battle recorded. I, fingers crossed I will get one done, but I'll let Bilbo know if I don't get any. But yeah, I don't know if I will or not. So please, like, look into Wars of Arda. It's something that is pretty cool. I always love what's coming out for this stuff, and yeah. So check it. But I don't know if I have any recorded for it. Just examining my glass now. Should be enough to get it. It's enough to get into 10,000 frames, but we have over 13,000 frames. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see. Still, we're clashing in there. We've been using the hell out of our Gamp Rim. Do we have much Gamp Rim left? Because the Gamp Rim are built for this. Apple's shows in there. I've got a handful of that. We've got. We do have a nice beefy Gamp Rim left from Nevin. Wow. Nevin's been okay. He's somewhat healthy. I guess he wasn't like losing too many lives in this secondary defense. Where are these guys going? Shadow Guard, chosen from Marcel. Narem, is there anything more in the... How much more do we have heading out? Bladesman, now you got to keep in mind these are 2 hit point units. AP and melee too with their good old Falxes. AP with their jabs, good high damage javelin too. Gamp Rim there, 123 of them. Carrying a ladder. I like that guy with that. Yeah, I don't know, he looks good. Come on. Dragons with cannon, but fuck, we're not going to do it. But still, it's the Dragonsmith artillery crew is something, but that's it. That's all we got. There's some stuff out here, but I suspect that's all glitched out. Yeah, now we're writing. What's this one red guy on? Oh, these nomadic infantry just sort of glitched out against a wall there. Very good, very cool. And I've got one guy. Oh no, I thought he was. You fuckers. You were the assholes that routed stupidly. You fucking, I hope you die in that desert. Look at that. Look at what you got to route to get to. You're fucking dead. You're gonna fucking get heat stroke in your armor. I hope you do. No. Assholes. Everybody else, don't blame them for routing. Those guys, nah, they're done. They're done. Anyway, over here we've got the Scion Rim engaging. I don't like Scion Rim against Brothers of the Sphere. Of course they're outmatched, but it's something that can hold them in possession for a bit while the Camel's Chosen that I've got coming in. Nevin's got his Guildsman, but then the Storm Guard come in, and as I say, the Storm Guard, we just can't fucking match them in melee. There's nothing we've got that can really, infantry-wise, can go toe-to-toe with Storm Guard. We're barreling through the gate here, Gamp Rim coming on through Flag Rim, everything. Those Brother of the Axe, tricky stuff to break through. Over here, Nomadic. Oh, come on, don't you dare. You better not be my man. You better not be fucking my man. Okay, good. Stab his balls. That's fair enough. I know. But Nomadic Raiders, come on. That's one of our generals there. I think that was maybe Nevin's general. Oh wait, no. Froggy's Spot Boys coming in. Oh, you better not be pulling out jabs. You put those away. You're out of javelins. I don't care what they say. Just put them down. Put them down. You're done. You're finished. Boys. Sell some raiders there. Bowman. Oh fuck. Look at it. Look at that raider. Yeah. So Warhammer. As I say. I wanted to do a bloody Amazons campaign, but again, just didn't have the time. I played it through a test campaign. It was a lot of fun, but I just didn't have the time to do a full recording of a campaign. Not mean to do it justice. So I'll see. Like I want to see what we got going on with the well, we know actually, as you know, from the day of my recording, they've released a full campaign map overview. I'm interested for sure, but I think I'm interested to see what we ended up doing with, like, say, a Mortal Empires idea. I don't actually expect Mortal Empires right away, but I'm expecting something in time. Still, those so they're balanced. Oh, losers, losers, losers! I almost chosen. My camels coming in there and blitzing them. Holy shit! Dragon's Breath crew actually doing quite good. Now that may have sounded like a snort. It wasn't a snort. Don't know what it was. It wasn't a snort. Oh, blitzing us. That's some daggers. That's some Brother of the Shadow daggers there. And that's hitting these poor boys on their right side. I know it's hit a few of them on the left side actually, but the problem is anybody that's hitting the left side are getting stabbed in the back by Brother the Spear. Yeah, damn. Oh no, I need to pee. I need to pee. I can hold for 10,000 frames. I can hold for 10,000 frames. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. It'll be pretty clear. So, a few guys were out in there. We don't actually have anybody pushing through the gate, and we've not broken that gate. So the problem is, say if they end up pushing us back. Oh wow, which this flood of boys, they're probably going to push us back. Let me actually just want to check. Oh, I'm sorry, boys. I genuinely thought there was a fight here. Maybe. I'm sure I remember there being some sort of fight on this bridge. But it's not looking like it. There's nowhere else to come up. Froggy's just trying to find a position to throw his jabs. Is he getting up here? I'll find the spot. And he's got the Storm Guard there against him. Really flooding in. It looks like the defenders are really like they're pouring just about everything they've got on top of us now. And they're actually sallying right on out. Maybe. Yep, okay, Froggy is turning around. Is this the position? Because you, as I always say, burning bombardment. I always say it, and I fucking harp on all the fucking dying namers, but you know, as an attacker, you have to take what you get. Don't look for those gorges, like, oh my god, this is gonna get me 12,000 kills. No, don't care about that. You're an attacker. Fucking take what you can get. You got more money than the defenders. Looks like these guys didn't want to shoot them. They had their jabs out now. But still, it looks like they maybe didn't want to shoot. So they was like, oh, get closer. So, no, you fucking cretins. Don't get closer. So it looks like there's maybe some shenanigans here stopping these guys from throwing. That's why we're not throwing. Froggy, he's doing his best. He is trying to target this. But for whatever reason, yet Maven's pulling back. They're just not wanting to throw at this blob. Fuck. I don't know. If they were there, they could throw, but I don't know why they don't want to throw. Do not know why they don't want to throw, but they just don't want to throw this. Shit. Oh, that's hell. That's hell. You guys? Did you? I don't know if they threw or not. Yeah, Froggy's coming around over here again. He's just trying to find any avenue to attack this purple blob. Blue over purple, boys. That's what we think. I actually, purple's one of my favorite colors. But it is what it is. Oh, gamers. Come on. You threw, but I don't know if I threw it. I think you threw that wall, didn't you? You just threw that fucking wall, lads. I'm hearing you, but you don't actually think you're throwing. You fucking threw this direction. I don't fucking knew what you threw. Oh, gamers, come on now. Come on, boys. You fucking threw again, but you didn't actually throw. You're just making the noises. You're just pretending. It's just a bunch of sapphire blazes. Just pretending to throw. Just making the noise. So many sapphire blazesmen. No gamers, come on. What's this? I saw those. These are stuck. These are stuck. And like you see these black marks. Some of them are just getting. What is this hitting? What is this hitting? You see them. You see these black marks. This is the javelin. This is a javelin shot. Gamers! Oh my god. What's that actually hitting? It's not hitting a straight artillery piece or something. What is going on? General dead. Oh my god. Over here. They're actually coming down us. No. I had that fucking happen to me. Goddamn. Went in like it was basic medieval 2, like oh god damn 5 years ago maybe. It was after I got back into medieval 2. I went through like a massive binge of Pixies videos, Pixies like Siege videos, and I was like, right, I want to play some medieval 2. I played through a few, and then I realised like nobody plays medieval 2 gamers. Nobody really plays medieval 2. And I was like, right, Reforged is better. As much as I adore medieval 2, I really, really right. So yeah, good, we're coming in. But so you got to keep in mind, we're AP and melee, we're skilled with 2 hit points. We can still rip these guys. But yeah, so like nobody really plays medieval 2. And you know, in proper battles, people do like little tournaments and stuff. And people muck about in general little battles. And I have a few decent battles, but generally nobody really goes for it, as we do in Reforged. And I understand that. Like, Reforged is, because it's still being worked on, that's the thing. Right? It's still being worked on, so it's still being like, developed. Yeah, that's the you see, so we climbed up here. I think that's the aim. I think Froggy's going to run up here and try to get his ammunition used. Every single javelin spent, which, yeah, coming in here is not too bad, boys. It's still Maven's Warlord there, trying to find a charge. Crossbows here from Maven. I've got nothing. I think I'm dead. Nah, I've got nothing. As I say a lot, I'm usually the first guy to run. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say these guys. So these were the brave boys defending the general. So it's fair enough. Yeah, they went down to 5 men. Do I have anything left? Let's zoom in. Actually, because I mean we're seeing some green. I still have some boys fighting on this wall. Some camels chosen. Not my camels chosen. But some of my guys are fighting on this wall. Some of them. Don't quite know what I got. Actually, let's go to 0.9. Seems some green here. You're mine, you're east. To be honest, mate, you're an Eastern hunter. You've done no too bad. You're the one guy left from a bunch of peasants that have gotten together. Fucking just go. You've done good. I hope you don't die. And you can eat the fucking corpses of those Scion. Drink their blood. I don't care. Come back as the fucking best archer Rhun's ever seen. But yeah. So of course, we did pretty good. We did alright. Given the situation. I think that our problems here. Of course, we're just that since we didn't. Now this, of course, it wasn't what Eclipse planned. Of course, you did think that we would be able to attack from this position. Since we weren't, that meant that might be me, but I was gone. Are these guys still out here? Weird that we just have like Nurad Footmen just still like hanging out outside. Well, I hope it's the same guys. I really hope it's the same guys that were stuck out there, and they're just like, oh yeah, no, we're helping. We're around. But yeah. So no, of course. I think since we couldn't attack out there, I think it was also, it wasn't just the fact that we couldn't. I think we should have maybe been a bit more liberal with the likes of our Sapphire Bladesmen. We should have maybe tried to use their ammunition a bit more liberally. Dragon's Breath Cannon, I think we probably should have, that should have all been spent by this point. Now, would that have fixed it? I don't know. I mean, it's. I don't think that would, that probably won us this fight. I think it generally. I mean, the towers as well. I think maybe it was just a case of Clips didn't quite account for the amount of damage the towers did for us. Do to us. But yeah, it's. We can see at the end. Yeah, because we can still got all these Sapphire Bladesmen here who are going to rip some people apart, no doubt, Yeah, he sort of rushes through, which I think is not a bad idea, because you want Sapphire Bladesmen being this sort of sword master idea. They benefit from this sort of chaotic fight, so they want to be like man for man. They want to be just like, I don't know. Maybe it would have been better just let them come up, not come down. He's sounding routing from Mevin. But yeah. So, I don't know. A cavalry as well, we probably should try to just use all of our cap early outer area or in that secondary area. I mean, 14 Dragon Knights, they wouldn't really do too much, but having it in the first stage wasn't too effective for us. But yeah, I really enjoyed this fight. I really did. Yeah, it was. I wanted this to be because it wasn't the absolute closest. I wanted this to be a special one because I felt it was fun. It was a fun fight to kind of explain generally what I was thinking about that one, rather than one that was for the. It was really close for a while. Like, we only really fell apart in this final attack. But that was really when we faced up against the Storm Guard a lot, and the likes of that. And yeah, you can see like we got fucked here. Like, we got absolutely ripped apart. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think if we had been able to attack him there, maybe I'd love to see what would have happened. Exact same armies, exact same players. If we could have just been able to attack him there, what would have happened? Maybe. And also, had we not lost Froggy's boys, like, because they were just glitched out there, had they been able to just come in earlier and come into the fight earlier, maybe that would have changed the game. But yeah, and we're just fucking about here. Yeah, we're shit. So we'll just sit there. What we're going to say tonight? That's not really sure. But yeah, so general things. Thank you guys very much. Just for watching this video, for everything. YouTube is a big thing that helps me, and this channel is a big thing that just helps me. It's just kind of, I guess, it's like deal with life as a whole. It keeps me focused. It keeps me like. There's a lot of days where I feel like, oh fuck man, I've done nothing today, and it's like, no, I made a YouTube video. And, like, I made content that people are going to enjoy, that is going to help people through their day, maybe. And it's nice, it feels good. And also then it's it's good, it's cool, and it keeps me focused and stuff. And also then it feels to me like I'm helping a project that I really believe in. Like, Third Age Reforged is something I think is fantastic. It's I've said it many times, it is the best strategic total Froggy stuff of this dragon. Is lovely. Yeah, just batter him and fucking rip him off, Froggy. It is the best like strategic fucking multiplayer experience I've ever had in a total war game. It's and I want to do my part to support it. And because I have no skills with modding, this is all I can do. So yeah, I mean, that's always makes me feel like I'm benefiting. But yeah, so it really helps me. So thank you guys very much. You know, when I say thank you guys very much in every video, it's not just like, oh, thanks for watching. Oh, fucking, you do a lot of good for me, boys. Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I certainly always will. There will be a day when I just can't continue YouTube for whatever reason, and that's gonna be sad. It's gonna be really sad. But yeah, it's gonna come. Because it's not a job. It's never was meant to be a job. It's never meant to be something that I made money from. So when I stop YouTube, it's gonna be a shame. YouTube for me is, as I said in that first ever New Year's video, it's sport third age, and possibly to make me a touch making away, but it's also to be a memory vault for me. Not just of Reforged, but also just me and my friends. My Phasmophobia videos, my Synergy videos, my bloody what's up? That Aircraft Commander video, you know, all that stuff, like where it's just me and my friends mucking about. Like that's the big deal for me. So it's thanks for being with me on this whole silly little journey of trying to remember my place in the world. You got a general of dear cheering away. Yeah, he's got some good music to cheer. Fair. So yeah, we'll zoom through these kills. I wonder if I might find some trees. So yeah, of course, it's quite interesting to see like one guy's got a lot more prisoners than everybody else. I don't think that's me, but let's see the names here. Firdaus, Huz, Margoz, Reza, Altan, Dara, Huz, Lorgan. I like Lorgan. Lorgan's cool. Okay, yeah, so you can see all of our generals are in the Silent Rim. Don't know why. Anything absolutely crazy. 308 for the crossbows is quite nice. You can see all this XP that's lost there. That's just always going to happen, but that's because the big man Eclipse will usually bump up the XP or jump up the experience. Oh, that's what's just what I thought. Blazeman there. See, we want more, but that was just because of the situation. We should have maybe been a bit more active with them earlier. Zooming down here. Margot's Shadowguard there. Oh no, Dragons are 516. I think that was my boys. Maybe. Yeah, this was me, my Eastern Hunter. I was quite happy with my Eastern Hunters, to be honest. Like I felt I used my Eastern Hunters quite well. Yeah, I thought they did not too bad. But I was just kicking myself because I was like, fuck, I wish I had saved my ammunition. I didn't expect to get them in such a good position. Like, I mean, fuck, imagine how much damage I could have done if I got them in that position with a full, like, stack of ammo. Like, because I was taking my, I mean, hey, this is going against my advice earlier of just, like, take me in, yeah. But, like, you know, I got them in that gorgeous position. If I had a full stack of ammunition, I genuinely think I could have 1,000 kills. Fucking knee danger. It could be beautiful. Then up. What happened with this Mevin? Mevino. Why only 3 were the Wayne Riders? I didn't even see what happened to those poor boys. They probably got shot up. Like, they're fucking big targets. Especially with the likes of the brothers of the Wayne. Those AP or P crossbows. Rep you in peace. But yeah, fun. Oh my fucking god, who the fuck was Kevin on that? I absolutely fucking hand us our ass with 3,000 kills. Yeah, damn. But yeah, very fun fight. Really enjoyed it. Wait, so what's that mean? Was I Margot's? I think I was. I don't want to. I think I was Margot's. How did I fucking capture so many prisoners? Maybe it was just like in this outer fight when we were out. Yeah, maybe it was just when we were outside. I captured a bunch of prisoners. Just Weird. Anyway, yes. The same. Thank you very much. Yeah, shit. Happy 2021. Let's see. Well, I don't know. For some reason, I don't want to. I'll try. I'll try and record that. See if I can find another bowl. See you later.